Hi, Davidson here. This is just a few chords for people. This is directed to beginning guitar players. And as you probably know, you play chords on the guitar in order to help the song move along. So I'm just going to give some basic chords to get started. I'll give two versions on some chords. If you're a real beginner and you're having trouble getting the full chord, I'll give a modified version that'll be a little bit easier to learn for now. You'll probably need to, if you haven't got a guitar tuner or you haven't got somebody that can tune your guitar for you, I have another lesson on this website I do my best to explain how to tune your guitar. So I'm just assuming that you're in tune. And then a couple little pointers. When you use your fingers to push on the strings, try to keep your wrist and your elbow relaxed, your shoulder relaxed. Keep your wrists fairly straight. You shouldn't be, if you're having to get really awkward, just use your common sense and just watch for that. But the other thing is, when you press on the strings, try to be close behind the fret as opposed to on this side. Try to be on that side, just behind it, because it's easier to get a clearer sound, and you don't have to press quite as hard there as you do here. Okay, so if you can keep that in mind, pressing behind the fret, and try to use the fleshy part of your fingers as best you can, and not let your fingers collapse at the first joint here, the first knuckle. Try not to let them collapse like that. Try to keep them firm. It might take some practice before you're able to have the strength and control in your finger muscles to be able to hold your fingers firm like that. And you might even want to just practice as well while you're learning, just hitting notes like that. Actually, that gives me another idea, and I probably will or already do have another lesson in regard to just getting your fingers going on the guitar. But for now, we're just going to do 3 chords for now. Okay? We're just going to do G, we're going to do a C chord, and we're going to do a D7 chord. Okay? And there's a file that you can download that has diagrams and pictures of where you need to put your fingers as well to help out, and also some tablature. But here you can see on the camera what my fingers are doing. My second finger is right there on the 3rd fret of string 6. The strings are numbered from the skinniest to the thickest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm there on the 3rd fret. My first finger is there on the 2nd fret on string 5. My 3rd finger, this one here, is on the 3rd fret of string 1. Okay, and that's usually the easiest way for most people to learn to play a G. There are a couple, 2 or 3 actually, other ways that you could use your fingers to play this chord, but I'll just show you this way for now. And then what you would do is you'd need to work on getting, this will be the challenge for you right now, is to get each string to ring clearly. So that's what you want to do. You might have some of them muffled right now, not getting quite a clear sound. So that's either sometimes your finger underneath is touching the string. You need to have it clear. You have all your fingers clear of the string so that it can ring. Now if that's a stretch for your hand's small, or it doesn't feel comfortable with that, you can play a G chord just with your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of string 1, like that. But in this case you only strum 4 strings. Okay? So practice that. And now we're going to do a C. I'm going to show you 3 different ways to do C. The first way, if you're just learning, is to put your first finger on the 1st fret of string 2, like this. Once again, you're going to go for a clear sound on, this time, the first 3 strings. That's a C chord, okay? And if you master that, you can then keep that finger there and put your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of string 4. Like that. And you've got a C chord as well. And then, if that gets to be easy, you've got a good clear sound happening, you then want to add your 3rd finger to the 3rd fret of string 5. So get some bass sounds in there. Okay, so that's a C. And then the other chord I mentioned was a D7. This one I'm just going to show you one way to play it. It's shaped like a triangle, an equilateral triangle for those math geeks out there. So you put your first finger on fret 1, string 2. You put your second finger on the third string on fret 2. And you put your third finger on the second fret of string 1. And you can see what my fingers are doing there. There's a picture perfect view. And you hit or strum 4 strings. Again, go for the clear sound. And then there's your D7. Okay, so what you're going to want to do for now is practice these chords, memorize them, and learn where to put your fingers. You might get a bit of burning sensations on your fingertips. Don't worry about it. As long as you have no pain in your inside, in your knuckles or your ligaments of your hands, you're fine. Okay, so memorize them, get a good sound on them. Eventually you're going to want to learn to switch between them so that you can immediately switch. But that also is another mini lesson in this series of continuing guitar lessons. And that's it. Have a great day. Thanks.